How's it going, everybody? So this is my first initial video into the Blu-ray world and the movie world. I'm going to take a splash and jump into the community. First off, I got to give a big shout out to my good friend Anthony Pellegrino, who got me into watching movies over the last month and a half or so. Up until this point, I was never a really big, huge movie watching fan. I'd go to occasion, go to watch a movie. I've actually lived next door to a movie theater for the last 13 years, and I've gone there 4 times in the whole 13 years I've lived next to it. I've never really had, uh, any will or desire to watch any movies or so. But, I got a new TV a little while ago, and I bought a Blu-ray on it. And I love my new TV a lot. I've had it for a little over a month now. And I got a Blu-ray and I watched it and I was like, wow, this is awesome. I want to just for the hell of it, I just want to watch a few more movies on it just because I like watching Blu-rays. And all of a sudden I started liking these movies more and more and more. And my good friend Anthony, I'll leave his channel description below, his channel link to it. His room is like going into a blockbuster. I mean, he's got a boatload of movies. He's tossing me more and more movies, and I got more and more into them, and I found out what directors I liked, and I started, further digging into their filmography, and I ended up liking more and more. So this channel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not do movie reviews per se. I might do a couple movie reviews here and there. But I want to get into the Blu-ray community, where people trade Blu-rays, talk about Blu-rays, do Blu-ray updates, show what they got, like box sets and stuff. I'd like to get into that community. I think that'd be pretty fun. And I would like to do like what you're watching type thing. I know there's people that do this, like they'll go on what I'm watching and what they think of it and everything else. So more videos to come from me for sure. I'm probably going to do a Blu-ray update video once a week, probably on Fridays, because that's when I get paid and I go to Best Buy a lot. I usually pick up some movies. In the upcoming week, for sure I'm going to make a couple more videos for what I'm watching. I might do a little bit of that right now, but for sure I'm going to do my first Blu-ray update. I have another channel on YouTube, Justin Verlander 35. I'm an avid baseball fan, so if you recognize me off that, that's probably where else you saw me. But this is going to be my first initial video and the first splash into breaking into the movie community and YouTube. So I'm going to do my first Blu-ray update. This week I went to Best Buy and I got a couple movies I already saw and a couple other ones. Martin Scorsese right now is by far my favorite director. I've been watching nothing but Scorsese films lately. I absolutely love him and Robert De Niro together. I think they're just a marvelous tandem. They make amazing movies. Everything I've saw, King of Comedy, Mean Streets, Goodfellas, Casino, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull. I've loved every movie that I've saw. So I went and I got another Scorsese movie. My buddy Anthony told me that Gangs of New York is a pretty good movie, and these ones with Leonardo DiCaprio are almost as good as the De Niro Scorsese stuff. So I picked up this, and I didn't pay $9.99. I got it cheaper. A lot of these I just haven't taken them out the package yet. I got Mean Streets because this is one of my all-time favorite movies now. I absolutely loved this movie. I loved the plot. I thought De Niro was awesome. And Harvey, I know, I think his name is Keitel, one of the two. I always brutally mess up his last name. I really loved him in Reservoir Dogs. I'm also a big Quentin Tarantino fan. I love his movies. I got just about all of his filmography. I thought he was awesome in this. Him and De Niro played off great. The storyline was awesome. The movie was awesome. And I really like these movies from back in the 70s because New York was like such a bad place, in the 70s. It was so like whored out, there was lots of sex around, these whore shows and sex shops and people selling drugs. I actually worked with a guy who went to New York in 1976 for the bicentennial ball drop on New Year's Eve. He's like, in the course of 2 blocks, we got robbed. The guy wanted to blow us, and we lost all our money. It was just like, New York was just such a crazy place in the 70s, nothing like it is now. They really cleaned it up. But I think this movie, just the plot of it takes place in an extremely good time, and he just really does a great job, utilizing the area, and it just flows perfectly. This is another movie I never saw before. I never saw Gangs of New York ever. So that's going to be a first that I watched. I haven't saw this either, The Punisher, but this was on sale for dirt cheap. I got it for $4 at Best Buy, so I'm going to watch this. And Taxi Driver, one of my all-time favorite movies now. I had to pick this up. I think it's called a digibook. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I mess up any actors' names here in the early going or what kind of movies they are or whatever, just please correct me. I'm just really getting my feet just now wet and all this stuff. I'm not very knowledgeable yet in a lot of these movies and stuff, so it's gonna take time. So you're gonna have to bear with me. So if I seem stupid, sorry for my ignorance. Like I said, it's just gonna take some time. So those are my newest ones I got. Later this week, I'm going to do a video of my setup and what I watch movies on and stuff, and the rest of my Blu-ray collection, and some other DVDs that I have. So that's going to be coming up. This week, what I'm going to be watching, I'm going to watch definitely Gangs of New York again, or for the first time, The Punisher, and Basketball Diaries, 127 Hours, Hugo, and the three Bourne Supremacy movies. So that's what I got, or the Bourne movies, I should say. So that's what I got slated for this week, what I'm going to watch. What I have watched this past week, I watched American Gangsters, which I thought was good. I watched a movie called Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. I thought it was going to be cool. It had the makings when I started it. It was going to be a cool movie, but I didn't really like it that much, to be honest with you. I'm not going to say exactly why, because I really don't want to spoil it, because there's a certain part in the movie that kind of deterred me from it. But I just didn't like it that much. I thought it was kind of boring. What else did I watch this week? I watched Mean Streets this week, which was really awesome. And that's about it. That's all I watched this past week. Oh, and Casino, I watched that this past week too. So to keep this on the short side, not have a 10-minute video, that's all I'm going to leave it at. So this upcoming week, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to make a setup video and what I watch my stuff on / my Blu-ray collection review. So that's it. Please subscribe. I'll definitely sub back to your guys' channel. Just leave a comment below if you're another fellow Blu-ray collector or movie lover, and I'll definitely subscribe because, like I said, I'm just a noob in this, and I just want to branch out, meet new people, and take a jump into the movie community. So have a good one, guys.